Welcome back to the Bluechip Breakdown, Vols fans. I'm your host, Bull. We just got a huge commitment from four-star offensive lineman Douglas Utu, listed at 6'4", 315 pounds, and he was a four-year starter for the powerhouse Bishop Gorman High School out there in Las Vegas, Nevada. Bishop Gorman is a school that gets players from across the country, so only the best of the best get an opportunity to play there. That tells you a lot about somebody like Douglas who could come in there and start for 4 years. He's the truth. I'm going to tell y'all that right now, and he does not have a whole lot of junior film out there on his huddle, but we will be breaking down a single game film, and trust me, there's plenty of highlights for us to dissect in that. Like I just said, he is the real deal, pushing on the brink of a 5-star with all these sights, but let's see if he can pass the blue chip test of being a 5-star. Let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, so Doug Utu is going to be playing right tackle for most of this film, and he is number 56. Let's go ahead and let this thing roll. Boom. Love the way that he's able to get up off of the football. Really nice pad level off the ball. Great explosion. Obviously, he's pushing bodies around, and right here, he accidentally takes somebody out, okay? He kind of falls over somebody, but that's what you want to see, is just somebody that is able to move bodies, period. It doesn't matter if it's on purpose or not. Now, on this play, again, right here, okay, he is at right tackle. Look at that kick step. That's really nice. And you can tell once he gets his hands on someone that he's going to be able to take them down. We'll see it again from this angle one more time. I love his hand placement as well. Really good feet. Let's see his feet on this one. Let's pay attention to it. Boom. Really nice job. What you notice here, okay, is that his feet are not crossing. They're staying pretty much equal distance. He's got a good base throughout the entire thing, and he's able to move effortlessly. This is a player that we're expecting might be playing guard for us, but what you love is that he can also play tackle. We're already seeing that. So far, it looks really good. Got him back at right tackle. Let's see what he does right here. Beautiful. I mean, that's gorgeous. Guy doesn't go anywhere, right? I mean, his guy does not go anywhere here. Good. Okay, so we're getting some more run blocking right there. Doesn't do a whole lot necessarily, but he does what he's supposed to do. Here, just a little bit of a down block. Obviously, see how big that hole is. He was one of the guys that created that hole. I'm loving what I'm seeing so far. I can tell y'all that already. That's really nice. Okay, so this looks a lot like our blocking scheme whenever you take a look at the way that he's just kind of like trying to place his body in the way of the players on defense. It's not so much about moving bodies, but it's just about, hey, can you be quick enough off of the snap to just, make sure that you can wall this thing off, and that's what he's doing right here. So I love to see that. And then he gets that extra push. You can tell that he's a dog, for sure. Already, this I'm watching this film early on. He reminds me a lot of a guy that we almost got in 2023. If y'all could think back, I believe his name was Francis Mauioga. He ended up going to Miami, but he was a player that ended up starting year one for Miami. So I'm seeing a whole lot of the same things right here with my dog, Doug. And there, I mean, you see that he just kind of, does what he has to do. And then, I mean, it's really not that much. I mean, I wouldn't even say that it's not that much resistance versus team, because I'm going to tell y'all, Long Beach, they've got a really good football team. It's just that Bishop Gorman is on a different level. And you can tell that they're really good coaches, because look at the form right here and the technique. That's textbook. Again, I love his footwork. I love his hand placement. Really nice punching. He's not even necessarily punching on these plays, but let's see it from this angle. I think this will tell us a lot. Look at that. That's beautiful. I mean, he looks like a college football player already. And this right here making this catch, that is Derek Meadows. That's a guy that we were in on, but we decided to kind of back off because he had too many visits lined up. Now on to the next play. He is at right tackle again. Okay, some more pass protection. Looks good there. I mean, really, y'all, I have not even put all of his plays in here. And I mean, he literally kept that kid at the line of scrimmage, but I didn't even put all of his plays in here, because if I did that just from this single game, it would have been like a 10 to 15 minute video. Every single one of his snaps almost looked identical. He's a technician. He's really good. But let's get through it. Boom. Beautiful work. I mean, just literally, y'all, it's textbook. Watch him go to work here. Great kick step. And I mean, he keeps that inside leverage. He does a good job of making the defender go to the outside of him and allowing his quarterback to step up into the pocket. So once this comes back around, here we go. You'll see it. Boom. Look at that. So if you're going to beat him, you pretty much have to try to beat him with speed, but you can't beat him with that bull rush. That's what we're kind of seeing right there. I don't think that you can beat him with speed either, just because his footwork is insane. Let's see him on this play at right tackle again. Okay, nice job there. So on this one, let's see what we get. It looks like they do a little bit of a stun or something, or a blitz on his side, try to overload him. And actually, that's not even what happened. He had to block down. The play is supposed to be going to the left, and because the snap is over the quarterback's head, he's having to, in real time, get two people, but you see how quickly he can pass that off. So this is something that's going to be huge playing in the SEC, especially with our offense. Teams are going to try to do some blitzes and some stunts things like that to try to confuse the offensive lineman, especially on the edge, because they're going to want to keep guys like Nico and all of our other quarterbacks moving forward contained inside of the pocket. So seeing that he's able to pass things off this effortlessly, playing at tackle, even if it is on the high school level, is very impressive. Keep in mind that he's projected to be playing guard for us moving forward. So a guy that can play tackle, like a guy that can pass protect like a tackle, but can also kind of run block like a guard. Yeah, I mean, he's going to be really special, y'all. This is a huge pickup already. So at right tackle on this play, that's beautiful right there. So look, very good athlete. That looked really smooth. This is a screen, okay? So you kind of chip this guy right here coming off of the edge, and then you just lay him, let him go on by. We'll get him to field right here, right now, and he looks very good doing that. Finds a guy, gets his hands on him, okay? So that's not a great block by any means, but at the same time, he's going up against some skill guys out in the open field, and that's something that he's going to be able to pick up very, very easily once he gets up there with Coach Ellaby. They'll coach him up and get him right. But I love just the simple fact that he is capable of moving around well. I mean, this is huge, y'all. I don't know if we've had a guard with this sort of athleticism since Coach Heupel has been up in Knoxville. So far, so good. Now, back at right tackle, he's on the right side, pass protection. You see that his guy doesn't really go anywhere at all. He's able to hold him up, keeps him at bay. Back at right tackle here. This is run blocking. So with this, it's almost like an RPO block, right? Where you can't go too far down the field. We do a whole lot of this in our scheme. One of the things I love about watching this film is just seeing that a lot of what Bishop Gorman is doing is going to have him pretty much ready. He's going to give him a good foundation to come in and play for us up in Knoxville. But that's a really good job. Just, again, walling people off, getting in the way. You see what happens. That's a 10, 15-yard run. Here, same exact thing, okay? But that actually, right? So here, he knows that it's a run play at this point. I don't know how they know, but they know. And now he's not just holding them here. This goes to show you how dominant he actually is because he holds them, right? So at the first part of this, watch this. He's going to be holding them. Boom. Okay, so I'm holding them here. Now watch. Boom. Okay. Running back's right behind me. How he knows that, I could not tell you, but he knows it. And then he pushes him out of the way. He pushes him up the field. This is next level. I'm telling you right now, so far, I feel like this is a guy that could probably play NFL ball just off of the few clips that we've already seen. So back at right tackle, let's watch him go to work. Okay, this is actually the exact same play. We can see it again in slow motion. That's gorgeous. That's absolutely gorgeous. Could not be happier with this pickup, y'all. We might just be able to stop it right here, right now. I think I have seen enough, but I'm going to let y'all see a little bit more as I'm just kind of talking through it. But as far as the breakdown on my part, listen, this is everything that we want. This is a huge pickup. I'm loving this. This is a dog. And so look, watch this right here. So on this play, he's actually blocking a 4-star linebacker. He's going to work up to the second level. And the linebacker that he's blocking, number 2, he's a 4-star guy. Watch what he does here, okay? He gets up to the second level, boom, pushes him way out of the way. Now keep on watching him. He's going to say a little something to him. Look at that. That's the dog that you want. We'll see it again from this angle. That's the sort of a dog that you want. It looks even better from here. Look at this. That's a stud. And I'm going to tell you, I think that we've seen enough. I've seen enough anyway. Let's go ahead and end it on that note. Let's go ahead and start breaking down his grades. All right, so first and foremost, Doug Utu's athleticism grade. I love the way that he can get up to the second level. It's very effortless, explodes off of the football, and it looks very easy. And he keeps great pad level. A lot of times we talk about players that can bend. It's either at the waist or it's around corners. I think that he could probably do both. Extremely versatile as an athlete, especially we're talking about him playing guard for us. I'm going to give him 5 stars right here. Now on to toughness and physicality. I've seen several times throughout different films that he's dogging folks. He takes pride in being that bully. We saw it up against that 4-star, and I cannot think of his name. It really does not matter for the sake of this video, but you see him dominating the best competition in this country, and he's bullying them as well. So obviously, guys, you got to give him 5 stars in this category. Now on to run blocking. What I love about Doug's film is that you're seeing him run blocking in some different sets and some different schemes. Zone blocking, man-to-man blocking, RPO run blocking, all that. He can do it at a really high level. And then their scheme down there at Bishop Gorman fits the scheme that we have up here at Tennessee. He's doing it at a high level. It's 5 stars for me. And finally, for his pass blocking grade, most of his film actually in this game is pass blocking. And I cut it short for y'all just because it probably would have got boring just to see him dominating over and over and over again. But trust me when I tell you, what y'all saw is what happened throughout the entire game. Really no misses for him. Almost a perfect game. And his pass blocking for sure, y'all, it's 5 stars. And I'm going to tell you why. It's because His kick step is beautiful. His pass sets are gorgeous. His hand placement is unbelievable. He's a great athlete. He's a player that literally could come in and be an offensive tackle in the SEC. And he's going to be playing guard for us. The offensive line moving forward, Charles, is going to be crazy. 5 stars in this category for me as well. All right, now on to Doug Utu's blue chip overall grade. Obviously, he gets 5 stars in every single category. So he is a 5-star for us. He's probably going to be upgraded to that with every other side as well. This kid is a dog. He's a stud. He's a technician. A lot of times when I talk about some of these players have a good chance to play early on, he's a player that I think could probably come in and start as a true freshman. And we're hoping that maybe we can still land Josh Petty. But at that point, or I would say at this point, it's probably being a little bit greedy because we really don't need him. We got a guy like Doug Utu who's actually already bigger than Josh Petty is. And he's pretty much the exact same type of player. He can play guard. He can play tackle at a very, very high level. So very excited about this pickup. I think that this offensive line moving forward is going to be incredible for whatever quarterback they're blocking for in the future for the next, I'd say 2 to 3 years for sure. Offensive line is going to be a strength of this team. And whenever we look at the rankings, Tennessee will probably end up having the number 1 offensive line. We'll say maybe next year, but if not next year, for sure the year after that. So a whole lot to be excited about. Love this pickup. Staff's doing a great job, and I still think we're going to be finishing top 5. But that's the end of this video, so please make sure, as always, y'all, to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share with your friends, family, and other volunteer fans. We'll see y'all in just a minute. Thanks. Peace.